Married at First Sight, where are they now? Today, I'm going to bring you up to date on the lives of some of Married at First Sight alumni. Hi, I'm Tamara, and this is Tamara Lynette Tells. So, I thought I'd catch you up on a handful of fan favorites. A couple might be your favorite person to hate. Nonetheless, they stood out for one reason or another. Starting off with season 12's Atlanta's Paige. Her season premiered in January 2021. Unfortunately, she was matched with Chris, who was a hot mess. He had sex with her a few times, then said he wasn't attracted to her. His ex girlfriend claimed she was pregnant with his child. He was a former religious leader who was willing to start a physical fight with anyone who crossed him. And he cussed out just about the entire cast at one point or another. Then, in the end, he seemingly tried to convince Paige to say yes to staying married on decision day. Now, I've got plenty of stories about these two on my channel. You can check them out if you're interested. Plus, I've brought you a couple of updates about Paige since her season ended. And now I have an update to the updates. Oh, and by the way, I purposely left Chris off this Where Are They Now list because so many of you couldn't care less. But if you do want to know what he's up to now, let me know in the comments. I'll add him next time. He's actually done some good stuff for his community lately. Anywho, Paige. She has moved on. And I told you in a previous video, she announced in April in 2024, she's engaged to this man, and they seem very happy. In February of 2024, she gave birth to her little girl and named her Nova Ray. So that puts Nova at about 1.5 years old now. Well, recently, Paige announced she is pregnant. Yep, baby number 2 is coming September 2025. Her family had a little photo shoot to mark the occasion, the theme being half baked. Get it? With the cookies still raw, not quite baked. It's a cute photo shoot. Now, to announce whether they are having a boy or girl, they had a gender reveal party. This is how they learned what they're going to have. Oh, good for them. It's a boy. She will have one of each. While this will be baby number 2 for Paige, it will be at least baby number 4 for her fiance. He already has 2 little girls from a previous relationship or relationships. I don't know a scoop. Oh, and remember Pastor Dwight, Chris's mentor? Well, he invited Paige and her fiance to be on his podcast. I don't think it's aired yet. And from what I understand, Paige and Pastor Dwight really hit it off, but not like inappropriately. More of an appreciation of each other's spirit or something like that. Anyway, I haven't seen that he's had Chris on his podcast. I think Chris and Pastor Dwight may have broken up. In any case, I love seeing Paige happy. In addition to being a mommy, she's gotten into real estate. She sells houses. She's a travel agent and a loan associate. She definitely has her hands full. So between all her careers, being engaged, and a mom with a child on the way, I don't know how and when she eats, sleeps, or breathes. Paige, sounds like you could use some HelloFresh in your life, because when life is lifing and the last thing you have time for is figuring out what's for dinner, HelloFresh will literally make life easier for you. Now, let me tell y'all, I've been riding the busy struggle bus lately. Busy doesn't even begin to cover it. And that's why I've been living for ready-made meals. You just pop them in the microwave and boom, dinner in 3 minutes. And they're actually good too. Not like, I guess this will do good. More like, I forgot this came out of a microwave good. And if you do like cooking when you have time, HelloFresh just doubled the size of their menu and now have over 100 meal options a week. Portions are bigger, they have high protein meals and quick recipes that you can just whip up in 15 to 20 minutes. I love HelloFresh meals and I think you'll love them too. So take advantage of the new HelloFresh by using my code TLTFM at HelloFresh.com for 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. 1 free meal per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New or returning subscribers only. Varies by plan. Sign up today. Click the link below or use my code TLTFM at HelloFresh.com. Take advantage of this hookup, y'all. You can thank me later. Bon appetit! Moving on, let's talk about Bao and Johnny. They were featured in season 13 Houston. That season premiered July of 2021. This was an unusual case where not only had they met before, but went on a date. Now, that history didn't help them out, though. Johnny quickly lost interest in Bao and wasn't nice about it. They said no to staying married on decision day. And in the meantime and between time, Bao developed a relationship with one of her other cast members' husbands, Zach, who was paired with Michaela. Now, at first, it seemed like a nice match. They were vibing until scandal unfolded. Child, turns out Zach never took himself off the market. Multiple women claim to have relations with Zach before, during, and right after the show aired. One in particular brought receipts. Needless to say, this was cause for Bao to break up with Zach, and that was the end of their relationship. Now, between Johnny and Bao, one of them recently tied the knot. Which one do you think it is? If you guess Bao, you're wrong. It's Johnny. Bao decided to go the safer route when it comes to love. She adopted a dog in 2022. He's a Bernedoodle, I think that's how you pronounce it, and she named him Tofu. This was the day she got him. This is what he looks like now. In this picture, he just finished getting groomed. So cute. In October 2024, she ran her first half marathon. Now, I don't remember her being a runner during the season. Anyway, she is now, and she even partnered with an organization where she was running to encourage people to vote or something like that. She's also shifted careers and now has the title of Department Administrator of Experimental Therapeutics for a cancer research organization. This is one of the photos she took for her new job. If she's in a relationship, she's keeping it tight-lipped and out of the social media. I'm not mad at her. In any case, Bao seems happy, and I'm happy she's happy. Now let's talk about Johnny. After the season ended, there were rumors that Johnny and Mirla were together, but I've had some pretty intimate conversations with Mirla, and she said they were only friends, and I believe her, especially since Johnny's not her type. Meanwhile, back in September of 2022, we started to see Johnny with this young lady. From then on, pretty much every other post on his IG featured them together. They traveled, went out to eat, explored the city. By Instagram standards, they were inseparable. Then in January of 2024, he posted this. Yes, he proposed and she said yes. Then on December 5th of 2024, they had a destination wedding in Cancun. It doesn't appear as though any of his Married at First Sight castmates were in attendance, but of course, the only thing that really matters is that Johnny and his now wife showed up. So Johnny is remarried, and he and his wife appear to be very, very happy. Congratulations! Now, let me catch you up on season 10's Jessica and Austin. Now, their season was in DC and premiered in January of 2020. These two had a good season. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, their biggest problem was scheduling time to spend together due to their careers having crazy schedules. But clearly, they worked through it because they are still married and going strong, from what I can tell. Now, I told you way back when in 2021, they announced Jessica was pregnant. Both she and her twin sister were pregnant at the same time. Their babies are 5 weeks apart. So Jessica and Austin had a boy and named him Weston. They seem to enjoy being parents and raising their son together. Now, in March of 2024, they announced Jessica was pregnant and due in August of 2024. This time around, though, they decided to not learn the gender of their baby until he or she was born. Now, they asked Weston to predict whether it's going to be a boy or girl, and this is what he had to say.
A baby brother or a baby sister?
Baby brother.
What? You think it's a baby brother?
That's the first time you said that. Oh, baby sister.
Well, what do you think? It's a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a baby boy.
I think it's a boy.
Oh, such a cute family. Well, in the end, Jessica and Austin were correct. In August of 2024, Jessica gave birth to their son, Everett. They are now a family of 4. Now, this is what Married at First Sight used to be about, matching couples for lifelong bliss, not 8 weeks of drama. Anyway, congratulations, Jessica and Austin. Finally, who can forget Alyssa and Chris from season 14 Boston? If ever there was a couple who was matched for drama, it was these two. Alyssa asked for a rich cowboy Adonis who would take one look at her and name his 50,000 acre ranch after her. And they gave her, Chris, a realtor who, by all appearances, seemed to be a guy next door type who asked for someone who was, well, nice. Neither of them got what they asked for. But Alyssa was over the top with her disdain for Chris. She treated him like them being paired was part of his evil plan as her stalker. So much so, I nicknamed her hostage because that's what she acted like. Chris took her hostage or something. Anyway, from the moment Alyssa walked down the aisle and saw Chris on the opposite side, they were doomed. Plus, Chris's friends, Huey, Louie, and Dewey at the reception did him no favors by portraying him as being a jerk. In the end, their decision day happened the week they returned from the honeymoon. They went their separate ways, even though Alyssa wanted to stay in the apartment forever. So whatever happened to Chris? He appears to have a successful real estate business holding realtor license in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. He always seems to be posting new listings on his Instagram and has grown to have a team working in his business. Okay, we see you with your big boy pants on, Chris. His career seems to be on point. But what about his love life, you ask? Well, he's booed up. He's in love. His IG is filled with pictures of him and his girlfriend. Now, from what I can tell, they became IG official September 2023, which is a couple of years after he started taping Married at First Sight. He captioned these photos, "Get yourself a girl like this. Every day just goes better with someone who constantly supports you and understands you. Someone who is smart and funny. Someone who likes your dog probably more than you do. Someone who makes you feel like a superhero every day." Oh, so sweet. So great to see what looks like a happy ending for Chris. I wonder if he plans to take another leap of faith and walk down the aisle again. Time will tell. And if he does and shares it, I'll let you know. Congratulations on finding your person, Chris. Which leads us to Alyssa, the dog rescuer who said she's allergic to dogs. She's still passionate about rescuing dogs and claims to be rescuing them all around the world. Her biggest news that she shared on social media anyway, she moved to Texas. I guess she was super serious about finding herself a cowboy. So she packed up her things and her dog and took her talents to Texas. Unfortunately, her dog passed away sometime around April of 2025. May he rest in love. In any case, her Instagram is popping. Either she's had a glow up or a filter up, or maybe Texas really agrees with her or something, but I don't recall her dressing and looking this cute on the show. No offense. It doesn't appear as though she has a man in her life, but it's possible she's keeping it private if she does have one. Either way, she seems to have found her happy place in Texas. Good for you, girl. Well, that was my latest update. I hope you enjoyed this blast through the past. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, as I will bring you more. By the way, do you watch Love Island? I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I hear it's good. If y'all watching, maybe I will too, so we can talk about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As of the date of this video, there's still no word on the next season of Married at First Sight as to when it's going to start, but I'll let you know when I know. In the meantime, that's all I have for now. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video.